We're falling
Oh, here
apart.
we go.
We're
He's back.
Oh, look,
unsupervised.
he's back.
He's back.
Damn
Expecting
it.
the
Don't-
Indians
don't
stand
let
by
me
side.
back in.
Marcel, it was like kids at recess when you were gone.
Hey, Marcel, unmute
You're
yourself.
muted.
Wait,
You're
everybody
muted.
mute. Everybody mute yourselves.
Rookie, there you
Something-
go.
Oh, shut up. That's my line. Something really bad happened. And I'm
While
not
you were
sure
gone,
what.
we held an election.
Yeah.
Herrick, what did you say? You held your erection?
I do that every day, but yes, you've been impeached.
Oh my God.
Herrick held his erection. It's news, people.
Stop.
Does that go with the spreading event, that Patrick
Yeah.
story about the news?
What would
Coming with
really
the
be
spreader
news?
event?
What would really be news is somebody else held Herrick's erection.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
So anyways,
Wow.
I have a big announcement to make. It's show and tell time.
Oh,
Wait a minute.
Break.
Bob
What'd you
Martin
break?
gets all excited. Look at him.
That's a weird transition from erections to show and tell. I'm just saying.
Careful.
Right there,
Careful.
right up there with super spreader.
Trigger
ain't it?
warning.
Here's
All right.
something that's set up.
God.
all right. Now
Please
humor
stay
me.
seated.
Humor me. You know, you can change from gallery to speaker for a second because I'm going to show you some small letters and things.
Change from gallery to speaker. Jesus
Yeah,
Christ,
our
you're
view.
getting all
Yeah,
technical.
under view,
Especially when Marcel.
Got it.
so that you can see this.
What the hell?
Now,
Not really.
so I'm
Lean in.
Now,
Is that an airline
No.
ticket?
gonna show you that in just a second. I'm gonna tell you about it first because my great uncle used to peddle lightning rods for Thomas Edison.
No kidding.
Holy
Yeah.
shit.
These are some of the my white shirt. That is a box wrench from the 1800s. Nice. And there's another wrench.
Oh.
These
That's
items are
evolution.
actually used for bending lightning rods. And so's that beast. So I managed to get this stuff because I'm the only guy who showed the interest. So anyways, it's kind of interesting because this is a typewritten letter from the 1894, I think it is, but I can't really see it. Yeah, 1894. This is from Thomas Edison to my great uncle, Charles. Marcel.
1884.
Yeah, 1894. Now, let me
84.
tell you about that for a second because typewriters don't exist yet, right? I mean, the closest thing they had to a typewriter in 1894. See, I'm going to test two different things here. I'm going to also test a thing called an Osbot Tiny, I think. Give me just a second here.
Do Bob need PPP so he can buy more toys?
Hold on.
Yeah.
Newer toys,
April.
because all his are 100 years old.
Right. So hold on. So the reason, no, you're being nasty to me. You're supposed to be working, but you're not. Hang on a second. We are going to try that one more time.
Oh, Broderick, that's awesome.
There we go. Okay. So
What
now,
happened? Where'd Robert go?
Robert
camera.
gone.
Hold on.
He's
We have to
gone.
move the camera.
It just says your name.
Being rude, it went out for a second.
There it is.
The reason I know that printers didn't exist in 1894 is because of this. That's a mimeograph machine. Now, if you could actually see this stupid little plaque over here, you would see this. Now I'm going to change cameras. This is, by the way, a testing of an Osbot Tiny that we just cruised around with. Now it's going to change cameras again. Now you'll see that this is actually a mimeograph machine from Edison to the A.B. Dick Company. And that's who actually distributed it. And that's who did printing. So now we're going to go back to
What the
1894.
fuck? Something's wrong with you, Bob.
Typewriter. Now listen to me. 1894, typewritten letters. There's no typewriters. They don't exist. And the reason I'm showing you this copier is because neither do copy machines. So back to this letter. It's curious that down at the bottom, it says, over, where are we? I'm looking for there. There, a copy. Now, why would it say a copy when there's no copiers? It's because that at that point in time in 1894, man's mind was a quill to a piece of paper. But put a machine betwixt the two, it's a copy of man's mind and man's thoughts. So they had to write a copy on anything that was typewritten. So this device to typewrite a letter was, if you ever played when you were a kid, like labeling cassettes, and you had that machine, you know, the dyno machine, do one letter at a time. Well, to do
Yeah.
these letters back then, it was 2 wheels, like steering wheels, one for lowercase,
Printing
one for
press.
uppercase.
Yeah.
To
Isn't
commit
it
to
faster just to handwrite?
No, it's a scroll machine. Scroll machine is
well,
what it was.
So people would ask,
Exactly.
why, Mr. Edison, are you spending the time to do this? Because if I don't adopt the technology, it will not be accepted. So he did spend this time. Took about 24 minutes to write a letter.
Wow.
And that caused all kinds of consternation and problems. So this whole letter is how to ground a lightning rod and how that's going to be done. And what's interesting is, because they also brought up, so how are we going to know what's a real letter and what is not? Because we could have a lesser guy write these things, and you know, they could forge your name, and so therefore, he was willing to have it subscribed before me. So there's the Kentucky Senate gets involved and a notary. Now, if you look under
insane.
here, that notary is Clarence Ebert of the Franklin Company. This is 100 years after Ben Franklin is dead. It's his law firm.
Oh,
So
That's so
All right,
very
so who
cool.
wants to top that and show and tell? Come on.
I can't
Go.
top it, but I'm old enough to remember what a mimeograph machine smelled like when I was in elementary school.
I remember that
And
smell.
how they would make the
Yeah.
copies. And you were
Wow.
like,
I
bring
remember,
your plastic back.
Yep.
I remember when the blueprint machines would be running off copies and you'd get high from the ammonia. And the
Yep,
Ammonia.
yep. When
It's
they
like
were
an
yellow
oversized
going in and blue,
mimeograph machine.
they were yellow going in and blue coming out. Man,
Yep.
that was just terrible.
Like
Matt,
an
you,
oversized
Matt,
mimeograph
Matt,
machine.
you have no place to say I remember.
Yeah,
like-
no doubt.
You're 24 or something,
I'm
right? So you can't
39.
do that. Yeah, it's not old.
Bob, that's totally
He's got the liver of a
amazing, though.
22-year-old, though.
But I have the liver of a 22-year-old. So
Though I think I can say, Matt, that might have been the first time we ever got high together.
yeah, I mean, it's true. It was at Boston University.
Nice.
I have something for show and tell if anybody's interested.
No way.
sure.
Please.
Any Star Wars fans here?
No, there's
Sure.
none of us.
None,
What's Star
Sure.
Wars?
of course.
So this is my ticket, my boarding pass for the original Star Tours ride at Disneyland, 1987.
Oh, that's cool.
Cool. Very
That's
cool.
really cool.
I had it framed and put in a little thing a long time ago, but Star Tours
amazing.
is such a, I mean, back then it was such an amazing ride, right? So far ahead of the time.
What year was that, Eric?
87 was January 13th, 87.
Wow. Wow.
Oh,
The year I
kinda got high
graduated.
school, You know,
Oh, we're
I
on
was
a
high school. I was in
Yeah.
high school.
While we're on the Star Wars thing, are they done with Mandalorian and they're just going to the book of
No,
Boba?
no, it's
No.
going to be both of them.
Oh, cool.
They're not going to stop doing Mandalorian. They're making too much money off it.
Mandalorian is so badass. I binged it in like 3 days.
Harrison, how come you're so quiet today? What's the deal?
I'm
You
gigging
came
my
in
ass
late,
off
didn't
right
you?
now.
he's multitasking. He's
He's
multitasking.
I
working.
came in very late. I have a very busy day today, unfortunately. Or fortunately,
Ah.
I should say. It's
Yeah,
very good.
congratulations.
Do you have any guns next to you?
No, I left very quickly without any weaponry.
God damn.
Oh, no.
I've got a notebook with a
Unprotected.
grenade on it.
God. Maybe you can
This
throw it at
notebook
someone.
will self-destruct.
I gotta say,
Anything
Deerson's
else?
stories on Facebook are hilarious every day.
I mean,
Well
it's,
curated.
it is.
Oh,
It's
my
fantastic.
daily therapy meme dump.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
memed up. I'm like, where does he get all this stuff?
I'm literally
Yeah,
going,
this is my new.
left,
this
is he
my new
right? Like, they're all over the place.
Because I'm right down the middle, and I hate all of you. All a bunch of fucking lunatics, left or right, whatever. Come together,
Yeah,
start being Americans.
Yeah, Bob, that was awesome. Thanks for sharing that.
that really was
Yeah,
unbelievable.
really cool.
Bob, I mean, I still have no idea, A, where you get this stuff, B, why you haven't sold it yet.
But see why your wife puts up with all of that. Jesus, where do you put it all?
Or D, how do you have room in your office to work?
Yeah.
You're welcome
It's like
anytime.
Bob's Museum. I love it.
It's all good.
It's a pretty unbelievable collection of stuff. I look forward to it every
is.
week.
Yeah.
It is.
Thank you.
That's for sure.
What else? Anything?
So are you guys coming to Hawaii? We had
You're
like
not allowed.
If
unbelievable
I
amount of
come,
people are
can I
coming
get
in
a
now.
tour of the museum? If I come, I want to get
Of
a tour of the
course.
museum. Oh my God, it's amazing.
The whole shop is amazing.
I'm sure.
It is.
I've been there. It
Yes,
is.
you have.
I'm gonna try to come next month, but we'll see. It's my 60th birthday next month. I wanted to go to Bora Bora, but I figure Hawaii is a very good second choice. So, but we'll see.
I think New Zealand's probably the best place to go to if you can get in.
Yeah, safest.
Guam. Just go to Guam.
Cosmo, did you look into that? Is Bora Bora open currently, or are they still locked down?
From what I did research, and I can get in. It's just it's
You
the
can't
flights
get
are
out.
cheaper, the hotels are not.
What's that?
The flights are cheaper, but the hotels are not. The hotels are like $1,500 a night still. So.
Still ridiculous.
Yeah.
Because I know the Maldives are open.
JB, thank you for joining us today. It's so awesome to see you. I haven't seen you in friggin' months.
Always good to see JB.
Thanks for popping in, buddy. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Come back, buddy.
Hey, John, take care.
Bye,
See you, bud.
JB.
Thanks, John.
That front of house photo he shared was awesome.
Yeah.
I gotta tell you guys, like, that guy's a national treasure. He really is. John Broderick is an unbelievable guy. He really is. He's probably one of the smartest people I've ever met. Like, talks over my head every time I talk to him, which isn't that hard, I guess. But I love that guy.
You know, we did lights for Metallica in Honolulu, and it was after Broderick. Nick Sholem was there, and I can't remember the young kid who was there with from PRG. And Hawaii's slow at things, and we were still running 0 to 10, and he was running DMX, probably Evo boards, running DMX, and kind of laughed when he saw the patch bay of 0 to 10 sitting in back, and this kid hits a bump button. Holy shit, something wrong with that? And no, that's just like taking a battery and clamping it across a dimmer, and he hit it again, and he hit another one. I hear that they took the DMX board off the tour and had to go back to 0 to 10 for the rest of the tour.
Well, I remember I was at Upstaging right before it had to be like, was it called the Black Album? The big tour when they became super huge. Metallica, was it called the Black Album?
Yeah.
And Broderick, I think they finally went to like a Whole Hog 1 or something. I don't think Nook's here anymore, but he would have known this one. And they had a converter to analog or vice versa, maybe analog to DMX or something. But he was using an analog desk for all the like the stuff that, because Broderick really does play the console like a musician, and he hits all those shots, and so he doesn't like when there's any kind of latency whatsoever, because he wants to hit the shot like when the shot goes, not like duh, and then the shot happens. So he was using analog still.
Even with digital dimmers anyway, don't a lot of them still convert back to 0 to 10 for the actual operation? The ETC stuff used to, right?
No idea.
I think it used to take DMX in and convert it to 0 to 10.
Yeah, but I don't know if it still does it. That was years ago.
Yeah, that was the old head
Yeah, you
unit
need to
up on
talk to,
top.
like, David Fox or somebody about that. Yeah, I have no idea.
When I remember from, I guess, the 70s and early 80s, old LMI dimmers that were just the workhorse.
LMI, that's an old one too. Yeah.
I wish I
Lab.
had one here for show and tell. I'm sorry I don't.
Yeah.
We have a functioning LMI 96 rack on Cape Cod.
Cool.
72 of the dimmers are still working.
You couldn't kill them. We had them
Working on 2 phases.
Yep.
I
Couldn't
love
kill
those
them
old
for sure.
TI dimmers. where they don't have the fuses anymore and you shove a penny in them to keep them going.
Yep. Gosh.
Laura, how you doing? You're sitting there so quietly laughing at everyone.
I am. This has been hysterical. This has really been uplifting tonight to hear everybody being so positive and happy and so many great things going on in people's lives during a crappy ass time. This has been uplifting. Thanks. Yeah.
Well, and I'll add to that by saying that I fucked up the recording for this whole thing because I tipped my computer and everything went flying and the recording is dead. So we have no
It says it's
record
It
of
says
this.
it's recording.
Well, it's recording now, but it stopped recording and it got deleted and then I started again and it's a mess. Let's
Oh
just
no,
say
you
it's a mess.
deleted all of that fun stuff.
Marsha,
call
way to
everyone
make me feel better.
You were so punny. We'll have to revisit it again.
I'll have to revisit it again. Yeah,
Well,
I screwed it up.
yeah.
I'm sorry.
You came up with some good puns earlier.
Mm.
Even happier
I'll be
I
back.
am today. Yeah, I did want to throw out one thing for next week. So next week is Believe in Music, the NAMM show virtual event. If you haven't checked it out yet, but we're doing a pub crawl for behind the scenes fundraiser on Tuesday evening. And I think 5 of us went to our local brewer and did an interview, and 5 to 7 minute interviews about different types of beer, and that'll happen on Tuesday night. Check it out. Support.
Oh, I already signed up. I'm there.
You want to post a link?
So is
Yeah,
it
do you
a
have a link you
virtual
can
pub
throw in the
crawl?
chat?
Yeah.
It is a virtual pub crawl. So like this morning I went to, I live near a little town called Stoughton, Wisconsin, very Norwegian, and met with the brewer and did an interview with them, and that'll be posted. And I believe it's the sponsors are going to match all the donations that happen that evening. And
Oh,
there's
that's cool.
somebody doing like an air guitar, I guess.
Nice.
So
cool.
You have a link you can throw in the chat for us, Laura?
yeah, let me see what I can find.
For right now.
Super. Thanks.
It's the
I
Esta
saw
Brewery.
that on, and it was some bleed that I saw this morning from,
They
one
did
of
a
the-
press release today. Yep.
yeah.
I'm still shocked by Cosmo saying he's turning 60 next month. What the hell, dude? You only look like, 59.
I know. I still think I'm 27.
I got it. I found
Yeah,
it.
don't we all? Don't we all?
Cosmo, you're the Keith Richards of lighting designers.
Yeah, there you go. I don't know if that's a compliment, though. I'm
That's
not
gotta be
sure.
compliment.
I'm not sure that's a compliment. It just
We'll
means
see
you're
what
going to
I'm doing
survive
20
a
years
long
from now.
time, no matter how bad you screw up.
I don't know if Keith Richards is really screwed up. I just
I love that dude. I love that dude. I mean,
Yeah.
he's probably one of the world's worst guitar players, arguably. But he's just an amazing dude. He's
I don't think he has
incredible.
any complaints.
And like falling out of a tree almost took him out after all the
Yeah.
bad shit he's done. Falling out of a tree almost takes him out.
He literally, it's formaldehyde that is running through
It's
his-
unbelievable. It really is. It's unbelievable.
Is that
So-
called running on fumes?
Yeah.
Ish.
I actually had a theory about that because when I went to see them in Atlantic City, Mick got off the stage to take a break, and Keith did "Sympathy for the Devil" himself, which shocked everyone. And we're like, "Oh, that explains it." Soul to soul.
Ah, yeah. Interesting. Did anyone read his book, Life? I actually listened to it, which he reads it, he narrates it, and that's a trip. That alone
It's a really good book. It really
It
is.
is. It's so interesting.
Yeah, people rave about
There's
it.
a lot of stuff in it. I didn't get the muso part. He's talking about playing open fifths and all this.
Yeah,
that I didn't
yeah.
really understand.
Yeah.
But the book
But hearing
itself
him,
was awesome.
Like a lot of times to really take in a book, I have to read it, not listen to it. That one I loved listening to. Like that one and Matthew McConaughey's new book, which is called Green Light. I listened to that one a couple weeks ago, and I recommend that one, but as an audiobook, because Matthew reads it and he's very dramatic, you know, in his way. Pretty fun book. But anyways, with that, I think, like, for me, this was one of my favorite ones in weeks, and I screwed up and I messed up the recording, so I'm sorry.
Nobody's watching the recordings anyway.
Believe it or not, they are. Like, I get
Are they really?
I get text messages all the time saying, "Oh, I watched," like today, Glenn from whatever his company's called now, but formerly from MA Lighting. Glenn messaged me today and said, I was watching the first part of that you know, YouTube video from last week, and blah blah blah. He's correcting me like Eric Loader always does as well. You know, if I say anything wrong, God forbid. And Glenn was telling me I said something wrong about the UK, because I think I said everyone in the UK has coronavirus now. And Gary, have you had it yet? See, he's had it twice. He's had it twice. See what I'm saying? Everyone in the UK has had the coronavirus now, but Glenn said he hasn't had it, and therefore not everyone in the UK has had it. So I was wrong. But
all right, have you really had it twice, or are you joking?
Yeah, I had it in March, and then had an antibody test to check it out, and then I went to Paris in September.
Well, there was your problem. It probably wasn't coronavirus. It probably wasn't coronavirus. It was something else.
And when I came back, I had another batch of it. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that
suck at this game.
Marcel gets that's penicillin that takes care of that.
You suck at this game. That's so funny.
That's crazy.
Gary, maybe you should just stay in the fucking house already, all right? Stay home, dude. Oh my God. Are you okay?
I gotta run. See everybody next week. Adios.
Yeah, I gotta cook dinner.
Yeah,
See you,
we're all
Mark.
gonna go. Bye, people.
See y'all.
It's been fun.
Aloha.
It's been fun. Everybody have a good week.
Bye, everybody.